Hello friends! If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a fan or a subscriber, welcome back and thank you for the patronage. Today we will be doing Hinduism, the doctrine of karma. Buckle your seatbelts because here we go. In Hinduism, there is the doctrine of cause and effect, or karma vada. This states that all good actions produce good effects, and bad actions lead to bad results. The effects of action are called karma phala. In this doctrine, God is not responsible for the pleasure or pain of his creatures. It is their own deeds that are responsible for their suffering or joy. God is the karma phaladata, the dispenser of justice, and the one who ensures that every person gets their own karma phala. Some actions will not have effects right away. In fact, these effects can be delayed so that the doer reaps the rewards or punishments in another lifetime. This stored up karma from past lives is called sanchita karma, or accumulated karmic forces. When these karmic forces start to act, it is called prarabdha karma, the karmic force yielding effect. Any action taken in this lifetime is called kriyamana karma. Some of this karma, like heinous crime, will have their effects in this life. Other trivial actions may or may not have effects in this life, and thus join sanchita karma. According to Hinduism, if a person commits suicide, the karmic force does not stop with their death. In fact, for their death at their own hands, karma inflicts much more suffering and pain. For this reason, Hinduism condemns suicide. Because of reincarnation, Hindus don't believe newborns are pure, and for that same reason, they don't believe a child who dies shortly after birth will be liberated. Through every birth, a person has the opportunity to grow spiritually. Those who die in infancy don't get this chance. Someone who has to work through a lot of bad karma, for instance, may be born and die in infancy repeatedly. He works out the bad karma by going through this painful process of birth and death without making any spiritual progress. In Hinduism, a saint is perfect, but genuine saints do have to go through physical pain and mental suffering. The reason for this is that while the saint does not acquire any sanchita karma, they must still work through prarabdha karma. The exception to this rule is a divine incarnation. In order to incarnate in human form, God creates an earthly body for himself and uses his magical ability to seem that he has human parents. Through his mercy, he takes our karma into him. What of infants that are born into pain or have genetic diseases or physical abnormalities? According to Hinduism, these are a result of their karma phala done in past lives. Although karma is a central tenet in Hinduism, it never says that everything that happens in a person's life is the result of his actions from previous lives. Karmic force is just one force in his life. The Bhagavad Gita states that a person can get rid of all his karmic forces except the prarabdha karma if he performs all of his deeds without expecting the fruits of his own labors. This devotee of God is encouraged to develop an attitude to act for God. So, since the doctrine of karma is big in Hinduism, where does God's grace fit in? Well, first of all, we have to understand that in Hinduism, God is more like a cashier. The cashier cannot give any money that a customer does not have in the bank. God's grace must be unconditional. Any grace that comes with conditions placed on it is not grace. God's grace must be unbiased and impartial. His grace must be imparted on all, whether good or bad. The good will use God's grace for good. Well, friends, we've come to the end of another episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and if you would like to be notified when I come out with new content, please hit the bell next to the subscribe button. My Twitter, Discord, email, and PayPal links are in the description, along with the source that I used for this particular episode. Please leave comments in the comment section. I love hearing from you. Question everything and never be afraid. Here are a couple of videos from my library. If you have not watched them, go ahead and watch them and tell me what you think. Also remember, I am now taking requests. You can leave them in the comments, or you can catch me on Twitter, or you can put it in an email. Goodbye, friends.